What's up, gang? Zach here. Just doing a quick bumper for this week's Fandom Nonsense. This week's topics include the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. We're going to that for a while. They'll talk about the Sonic trailer and the design or the change in design and what that means and everything and how little that really probably means. And don't miss the second half. We're discussing our ideas for Nintendo Cinematic Universe. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure to stick around for that. And of course, we've got a little taste of the first word. We're breaking down the last couple weeks of RVB. So don't miss that. And then tomorrow, hopefully, you can over to the Fandom Nonsense channel to check out the full First Word podcast and check out the first episode of Overanalysis. And we got all episodes of Trailer Trash and much more. So enjoy the show.
No, I meant he wants his legs in bed. I want mine.
Fuck the intro. Welcome to Fandom Nonsense. I'm Zach.
I'm gonna sneeze.
I'm Serena.
I'm also rolling.
I was hoping to get it in before he got it. See how many times you could get around before he actually sneezed.
I thought he was going to say I'm also about to sneeze, and which would have caused Aaron to not sneeze.
What if I sneezed before him? So,
Wow. That's some
This is gonna be bad.
yeah. Are you allergic to Fandom Nonsense?
Are you allergic to Nolan?
Yep. Fucking yep.
Here we go.
Yep. Here's what I'm doing.
Right. Aaron's body's done falling apart on him.
To Charmin Womb.
I'm
That's what
very
it sounded
scared of
like you
bringing up
said.
this over again.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I want to know which one of us it's gonna be.
Stay tuned for that.
I just about did it on purpose. He said, "Stay tuned for that." Just gonna whap.
Oh, man. I thought you were about to do it accidentally on purpose right then.
If you do it really hard in that direction, something's going to hit me in the face.
Can we stop gesturing towards this very precarious shelf?
You talking about this shelf, Nolan? You mean this shelf?
My frontal cortex is on fire right now.
Speaking of fragile structures, they're just waiting to just crumble apart. The Far From Home trailer came out today.
Oh, man.
It
Spoilers if you haven't seen Endgame.
like an idiot.
Yeah.
Which Tom Holland was nice enough to let us know.
Yeah, Tom Holland of all people.
Yeah. They were probably laughing in the back whenever he was saying all that. Just
Yeah.
like, you bitch. Now another universe Mysterio.
Yeah.
Man, that's I didn't expect that.
No, I
didn't know.
honestly didn't either.
Multiverse changes the entire game of this next phase.
And they're jumping right into that.
Yeah.
I honestly wasn't shocked because of the Spider-Man animated movie.
In Spider-Verse.
I guess it's fair,
Yeah.
but
I just didn't expect, like, I figured, like, there would be some expansion to the universe post-Thanos, but
yeah.
I didn't think that it would just jump right into to Nolan's fucking stomach growling.
Sorry, you guys.
Since we can't be subtle about anything.
I am hungry for the Spider-Man sequel.
I didn't know where it came from, and it scared me.
All right, well, mystery solved. Mysterio solved.
So you brought up something interesting. We were watching the trailer earlier. They're, at least in the trailer, portraying Mysterio as a good guy.
A flip of the script, if comics are scripts,
Yeah.
and if you flip them, then they say the opposite thing that
Yes.
they did instead of just being incomprehensible.
Yep. So I was thinking, like, maybe something happens that causes
Yeah, I think
Mysterio to
so.
go against that goes against Spider-Man,
Yeah.
or doesn't.
here's what I'm thinking.
I don't want to know.
Wrong number. Here's what I think happened. Is it gonna happen? Is happening. Mysterio, like he is wont to do, is orchestrating this sort of grand disaster that he can come in and be the fucking messiah that we all needed. And
Maybe it's all fake.
yeah,
Whoa.
it's all a.
The whole multiverse thing is just.
I don't know about the multiverse theory
Oh, okay.
thing. I think
Maybe he got caught in his universe by Spider-Man.
possibly, or his universe is just so fucked. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
I don't care. I don't care.
Like Thanos got over there. Yeah.
And they didn't get it back.
Uh-huh.
That was one of the 14
Yeah.
million universes that didn't get it.
Right.
So he moved over to this universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
And so he's like, I'm gonna be the hero that they need, that
Not
they
the one
want,
that. God damn.
that they deserve.
Oh my God. I'm just
But
so.
then, no, what were you gonna say?
No, I forgot. No, it doesn't matter. Man, I really hope we get more happy in this movie.
Oh,
It already seems like we're going to, but it's gonna make me super glad
Excited. Yeah.
Yeah,
that Happy's in there. You don't ghost Nick Fury.
you really don't. Why should you?
He just
I
wanted
guess-
to go on vacation.
Yeah.
It's like just get on the plane. Who are you? I work with Spider-Man. You work for Spider-Man? No, I don't work with Spider-Man. I don't work for Spider-Man. I work with Spider-Man. Change your plan.
You know, in terms of trauma, Peter's probably had some of the least of anybody. You know.
And watching his mentor / father figure die right
Yeah,
in front of him.
right,
And
but I
also
mean-
trying to talk to him while he's being a vegetable.
But now everybody else who is
Going
around,
to space is traumatic.
everybody who lived,
Dying in space is traumatic.
right? You know what I'm saying is everybody who lived through the Thanos snap is like had 5 years of just like unimaginable shit.
Yeah.
Because of everything that happened, of like thinking that like almost everybody they cared about was dead.
God, and not existing is
Perpetually.
just so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so is.
That's pretty much the easiest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Suicide prevention thing pops up right here.
Not that you should.
Yeah, no,
Existing is
No
cooler.
snap will bring you back.
Yeah.
Existing. Do it.
Just do it.
Fucking Nike.
Oh man.
I also, yeah, well, go ahead.
What was
No,
it?
go ahead.
Oh yeah. Peter Parker probably not as traumatized as the rest of people. I think the fact that like hones it in on Stark, as we see in the trailer, that like all of his associations with failure are now centered around what happened. Maybe not failure, just loss. You know.
Yeah. I think the thing that excites me most in the trailer are two lines. At the beginning of the trailer, when Happy says he wouldn't have done it if he didn't know that you were around to carry the torch or whatever, and the world needs an Iron Man. Like, I'm a big proponent of, and I think it's going to take time, and I think that's like the gift of having a young Peter Parker to start with as we get to build that character into that role. But I think we have the answer to our question. And I think it was always kind of clear, but is Spider-Man is becoming like the next person in that role to take up a leadership position. And
It's 21 movies later. Spidey's gonna die.
Yeah.
oh yeah, at some point. Although I think that with Parker, that's something we can get into is what happens to the MCU going forward. Because I don't think you can get, if you can get another 10 years out of it, then that's about all you can get out of it. You can't milk something like this for 30 years.
Yeah.
So what's the end game of the whole idea? But like if we get to the point where we retire Peter Parker, then there's still Miles Morales to take up the role. So I don't think that Spider-Man is going to go away whenever Peter Parker does, the same way that Iron Man did. But I do think that Spider-Man is going to fill that kind of role going forward.
I hope with the multiverse opening up, we get like a Spider family. Honestly, thinking about it, because we could get Madam Web
I
going
don't-
on in this multiverse jazz.
It depends on what the multiverse looks like.
Man-Spider.
Because we don't have a Mysterio in our universe, so like, are there
I mean, we
are
might.
there but are there analogs, or is it just now we can just, if something is super weird and off, we can say, oh, it's from a different universe, and that's why you haven't heard of it. That can give us the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, though.
Oh yeah.
Although I would prefer the Fantastic Four at least to have, like, as some way been involved in, like, an early Shield or something, and maybe got thrown into another universe. But either way, like, this is a way to bring in things that we didn't really know how to before.
Yeah.
That is fair. That's a good thing. Man, Mary Jane knows Peter Spider-Man already.
Yeah, I'm
The
wondering.
way that they did it was good. I thought, just like, did you Spider-Man?
I don't trust a trailer. Like,
Right.
that could be
MJ's not even in the movie.
that could be some kind of, I don't know, of illusion or something. I mean, we are dealing with Mysterio, or just something like shot in the trailer that was framed a different way to throw off the scent. Like, that could be how it plays out, but I don't necessarily trust that that's how that reveal exactly plays out because it's a Marvel trailer.
True.
Yeah.
True enough. No. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
What?
No?
Were you saying something?
No. Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, go ahead,
I was gonna say they bury the lead. They always bury the lead.
Yeah.
That was it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you can't trust a Marvel trailer.
Yeah. But like you said, whenever we watched it this morning, I think it definitely shows what Feige meant when he said that Far From Home was the end of Phase 3, you know, and like the closure. Because that's one thing about Endgame. You don't, as much time as you spend at the end of the movie kind of coping, you don't really get a lot of closure.
Yeah, you get
out
that,
of it.
that first stage of grief, the
Yeah.
first shock of it. Not really any of the long-term consequences are setting in.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh shit, like the gravity of it can't like hold on its own.
And even just the gravity of like 5 years, 5 years passing is pretty much just in that one little moment of just boom, like, oh, people dealt with this for 5 years. Like, I want to know more about that. I want to know more about how people like coped and the people that had to move on. Like, I hope that there are people in Peter's class that weren't snapped.
Yeah.
Like, that he has to like interact with and stuff. Like, oh, like,
Probably not in his class anymore.
well, exactly. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, they're older and they've moved on. Like,
How old is Peter in?
Is he
he
18?
was I think he was a junior in Homecoming.
Oh, so they've been graduated for like at
4
least
years.
3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-4 years. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I don't think that this one's
But
gonna
does school
really.
even continue though?
You're after the aftermath of everything, or they're gonna have to find a lot of new teachers. At least half of new teachers.
I mean, you wouldn't really. The class sizes would be a lot smaller anyway, so.
I wonder how that worked with like the economy, like how people came back to their jobs after 5 years. Was there just like this layoff plan for everybody that got snapped that if they ever came
They
back?
just don't have their job anymore.
Yeah.
Just like, sorry, dude, you were gone for 5 years. I was dead.
Do you think there'd be a baby boom of people being like, oh shit, we got...
There's always a baby boom after depopulation events.
Yeah.
Always throughout human history. So yes, there would be.
Oh yeah.
Be
Half the
able-
world got snapped, and then they got snapped back. Best believe there's some baby making going on.
They're gonna-
There was
Well, see, I was thinking that he meant a bunch of people got pregnant in those 5 years.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
then suddenly
Oh, yeah,
they're
sure,
like,
yeah.
their
like
partners
both.
got
Yeah,
snapped
both
back.
times.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
times.
There's a lot of people that have kind of broken down why Thanos Thanos' Malthusian plan is wrong and stupid. But one guy pointed out that like if you were to snap the Earth at its 7 point something billion population to half, you'd only set us back to like the 1970s.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take that long for populations once they've reached that crest to boom and explode beyond that. So yeah, a lot of boning in that 5 years, and then everybody came back. So like in a 5-10 year time, probably the population of the Earth like shot up like 25-50%. Like, good job, Thanos. You won.
Could you imagine coming back and being like, oh, hey, what happened in those 5 years? Babies?
Yeah.
Lots of fucking Thanos. Like, stop snapping, start clapping. I don't know. Fucking.
All right. So that's
I can't stand you tonight. I cannot.
I got a weird energy tonight. I don't believe.
while
Your
I
face
write.
is utter contempt.
Contempt to murder.
That was an okay one. I stand by that one.
While I write that down.
Stop snapping, start clapping.
With
Why?
a question mark.
Yeah,
Does he need a question mark? I'll forget if I don't.
Yeah, put one in there.
Yeah.
Just be safe. Stop snapping, start.
Are you going to look at that note later and be like, why did I ask myself this?
No, I remember, like, I have it structured in a way where I know, like, where the titles and stuff are. Otherwise,
Oh, for a title, not just a random thing to
Yeah.
look
yeah,
back on.
yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I like
Stop
read myself
snapping,
notes
start
in my
clapping.
phone and I'll just
A
stumble
memoir.
upon it.
Otherwise, some fucking backstage shit, but behind the curtains. But otherwise, I'll be fucking scrolling through the video for like an hour trying to find just some funny one-liner that somebody says, like, to title it, because I'm a stickler for, like, tradition and sticking with a routine like that. Speaking of breaking routine, let's talk about the other trailer that came out this week.
Oh, man.
Man, I feel like that trailer was intentionally made to make people mad.
You think?
I
don't
100%
think so. For
think-
publicity?
Yep, I 100% think so. I think that they probably made that Sonic. They made the good Sonic already, and they
Sure.
had him ready, and then they decided, and then they were like, yeah, we got Detective Pikachu coming out, and this is obviously not going to get the same hype that it did. So why don't we fuck him up, and like, or I'm sorry, fuck him up.
Why would they spend all of that money?
Yeah.
On a trailer?
They would
Just to
only
do
have to
it?
reanimate part of it.
No,
Still, but that's so
that would
fucking
literally
expensive.
just be a
to-
trailer. That's not they didn't make the entire movie with shitty Sonic.
Right, but you'd
Sand it.
have to pay for all of that design work. You'd
Yeah.
have to pay for all those assets to be created.
Infinity War had 5 different endings because they were trying to throw off their actors.
That's a Disney budget.
Not
though.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What company's doing this movie?
Paramount.
They got money.
Not that
Not-
much money though.
Not
But,
not
like,
enough
not like-
money to just make a fake Sonic in a trailer
I just don't. Why though?
I mean, they already
for
did.
publicity. What?
Yeah.
They've already done one of John Green's movies multiple times before they decide on their finalized
I guess
movie.
that's fair.
You know what gets really good publicity? A good trailer.
Yeah. Like
There was a mosquito on your forehead.
Good. Suck out his fucking brain. Make him like Tony Stark.
Jesus Christ. His brain got burned.
His brain got fucking melted.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
dead
Yeah,
to rights.
that's a good one.
I just like
I think it's gonna be a great movie.
it's gonna be an awful movie.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the exact movie that everyone's expecting. Not
I'm
in that, not in
sickened
it
but
being
curious.
What?
I'm sickened but curious.
yeah, not in it being shitty, but in like
I wonder if they're gonna have his eyes meet.
probably.
Like
I
his,
wanted to just
No.
look like
I
Sonic.
think so.
No, because that looks fucking weird. Like it works in a video game where 90% of the time you're looking at them from the side. But when you have it like from a front view and the eyes roll together and everything, it's just weird. And I hate to break it to you kids, but you're not going to get that different of a Sonic, because here's the thing about this Sonic is he's designed from the ground up.
Yeah.
Because those are fucking Pumas that he's wearing, because Pumas who paid for this movie. And so no matter what, they have to be designed around the shoes. And so you work from the ground up and like, well, because the shoes are this certain way, then the legs have to be this certain length and everything gets worked around that because you've got to have that product placement in there because you're not going to get like the classic Sonic shoe that he wears because Puma's the one paying for this movie. There's a very clear like product placement in the design and the things like the eyes and stuff like there'll be tweaks around the edges and stuff to make people happy, but I don't think that people are going to, like, what people are expecting to get out of this redesign, they're not going to get. Like, it's still going to look like a janky 3D Sonic. Like,
the sense of motion is so fucked, too. Mm-hmm. You know?
How?
Like, in the animation, it feels like very much he is just this foreign object planted into the scenery. And he's sort of just, the scenery sort of moves around him.
Yeah, everything else looks like it was done like, what's the word? Not CGI.
Motion capture?
No, not him. I'm talking about the world around him. Everything was done like, well, fuck.
live action?
I guess, yeah, we'll go with that. Boring. But,
Right.
but yeah, like, it just looks like he was, like, on there. Where, like, in Detective Pikachu, everything around there looks like it's CGI because it all is. So
Right.
all the Pokemon fit in.
Right.
But Sonic, he's just not making it.
It does not.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Shauna.
Someone said that they're hoping we have a Uganda Knuckles reference.
There probably will. There probably will be one. There'll probably be one of like Sonic gets lost in the middle of the city and he has to walk up to somebody and go, "Do you know the way?" Or just say, "Do you know the way?" And maybe it's Sonic or Knuckles. Well, I wonder if we're gonna get Knuckles or Tails or Amy or.
I think we'll get Tails at some point in some way, maybe as a
fucking Shadow.
As a fucking sequel tease at the end or something. Yeah. I think that's probably all we'll get with this whole, like, him being an alien fucking stranded on Earth. The fucking
Is that
basically.
the story?
Yeah.
That's what it seems to be. It basically looks like Paul or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast Paul.
Yeah, basically.
You know,
No.
this movie would be a lot better if they just had the whole cast of the games in it. Or, like, existed in a universe where they are, like, animals are anthropomorphic already.
Just make Sonic Adventure a movie.
Exactly.
That's what I was wanting.
Yeah. But regardless,
Sonic Adventure 2, even.
yeah.
Sonic Unleashed. I think that would be really funny. There'd be a lot of animating though, because of his like change.
Werewolf change.
And
Yeah.
apparently Paramount doesn't have that kind of budget.
Regardless,
Remake a movie.
I would say
Not the whole movie, you dumbass.
the whole movie.
Just a goddamn trailer. Fuckface.
Okay, so you think they had, like, in the
They're gonna
shadows, they're
fight
making this movie that's
tonight.
actually good. And then they're like,
Yeah.
hey, let's put out a shitty trailer.
Yeah.
They're gonna fight tonight.
We're not gonna fight.
I keep looking over here, but you're over here.
Right, I'm used to doing that too.
Like and subscribe to watch Nolan and Aaron fight.
Yeah.
But I would say join us in November. I think is when it's supposed to come out for whatever the review of that's going to be. But hopefully, assuming that Paramount didn't waste a couple $1 million on a trailer just to generate negative hype, and they do have to redo all of this.
See, that's the thing. It's a negative to become a positive. It's just like, it's like fan service. It's exactly like that's the way that it's good. That it's a good thing. It's like, oh, we did something shitty. The fans go, damn it, dude, you did something shitty. And they're like, hey, fans, we love you and we want it to be right, so here's this.
Or they could
is
just take the Detective Pikachu approach and make something that's good from the outset that people go, wow, this actually looks good.
Yeah.
It's like on the same level when IHOP turned into IHOB to
Is it still
advertise their
that?
burgers. No.
Oh.
But they said they were going to, and they acted like they were taking their signs down and changing them just for publicity stuff.
That's hilarious. And
Right, but that's
terrible.
not a negative thing. It's just like,
I mean, they did get a lot of negative feedback from it.
why? It's a fucking
Because
letter.
everyone was like, why is it the International House of Burgers? We don't want burgers.
We want pancakes.
Pancakes.
They're both already still on the menu. In both ways.
IHOB just sounds really dumb.
So Paramount, give your fucking animators time to redo all this fucking work that you're gonna make them do.
Yeah.
Allegedly make them do because they already done it.
They haven't done it.
We'll see.
I feel like this is my tinfoil hat theory.
Yeah, this is your weirdest theory.
Yeah.
I don't trust him, man.
You don't have to trust them to think that they're gonna want to make money.
Yeah. And they make such a haphazard business decision like that. Like, that's just a huge risk to take. And just pissing people off, because a lot of people...
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit, kick a solo.
A lot of people are going to see that one trailer and aren't going to be on the internet and aware of all this stuff going on and go, that looks like shit. I'm going nowhere near that.
Yeah.
And not be aware of, like, oh, they're going to redesign it and everything.
I don't want to see it now.
I want to see it. I think it's gonna be great.
I want to see Detective Pikachu.
I do too.
Also,
And we'll be seeing that in a week or so. Not even that, I don't think. Comes out this weekend, doesn't it?
What?
Detective Pikachu.
Where did time go?
This Friday, right? This Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing that soon and
I
giving
touched
you
it.
and giving you guys our review on that. So
Look
make
at-
sure to
look at when
subscribe and head over to our Patreon, linked in the description. And what else is on the docket? Oh yeah. So, Rise of Skywalker prequel novels and comics will be coming out this fall.
Rise of Skywalker or Rise of the Skywalker?
The Rise of Skywalker.
Garrus.
The conclusion to this current Star Wars arc will come with The Rise of Skywalker later this year. However, before that, fans will have a chance to catch up on missing details with a series of forthcoming books. Lucasfilm confirmed a series of novels and comics under the name Journey to the Rise of Skywalker via the official site. A number of publishers will release books, including Del Rey, Disney, Lucasfilm Press, Marvel Comics, blah, 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 blah. For older readers, there's Ultimate Star Wars New Edition, which features a complete encyclopedia from everything in the universe. Cool. I mean, I don't really see the point of putting out an encyclopedia right before the last movie comes out, because you know they're going to have to update it immediately after that comes out and gives us like a definitive full like universe as far as it goes. The Resistance Reborn.
Unless the encyclopedia
Yeah.
includes.
Is it not?
What?
Is it not being made by the company?
It is, but it's not going to give any spoilers to the last movie.
Okay.
Wait, when does it come out, you said?
DLC.
Yeah. Yeah.
You download an addition to your book. How does that work?
this fall,
2019. Good work.
it's all in the lead up to the last movie, and then The Resistance Reborn, a book that ties together events from the Last Jedi with the new film. Follows Poe Dameron, General Organa, Rey, and Finn as they attempt to rebuild the Resistance. The Journey to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker publishing program is our biggest and boldest film tie-in program yet, said Lucasfilm's Michael Siglin, Lucasfilm's creative director. We've got exceptionally talented authors, artists, publishers creating content for fans of all ages. While these titles include some hints and Easter eggs for the new film, the majority of these titles will feature all new stories set following the events of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Our books will star Rey, Finn, Poe, Rose, of course Leia, Chewie, the droids, First Order. Blah 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 blah. So, getting a lot of. I'm not sure what the gap is, cause, like The Last Jedi, uniquely in the Star Wars saga, takes place immediately after, The Force Awakens. Like it's like the same day or whatever.
Is it?
Yeah, like it's immediate. It's the
Oh, yeah.
immediate
Yeah,
aftermath.
it is the immediate aftermath.
But I'm not sure what the gap is between 8 and 9, and also if we're gonna have like books and comics and stuff tying in, then I wonder how much has changed and like how much the Resistance has rebuilt itself and everything, and what the stage looks like going into this. Because leaving Episode 8, we're in pretty desperate straits.
Yeah. I imagine some span of time is going to have occurred if we're getting prequel stuff.
Right.
Because there's no other way for...
Yeah. It's just, I wonder, 5, I doubt 10. That'd be a big gap given, like, how Ray and everyone looks in the trailer. But 5 years, I could probably believe, and a lot of stuff can change in 5 years.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's weird because 7 and 8 are like right next to each other.
Mm-hmm. But a big issue people have, especially with 7 and a little bit with 8, is a lot of, there's a lot of lore and politics and just stage setting that happens in the books, in the periphery of the films. Mm-hmm. And I hope this doesn't have a negative backlash on the film to where there's too much information that's given outside of the film. Like whatever is relevant, like go into the details in the books, but whatever is relevant to the story, give us at least the breadcrumbs of it in the film. Right. Or if we want to know more, we can, but we can at least understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And don't just outwardly state it like they did fucking C-3PO's arm in Force Awakens. They're just like, oh, I bet you noticed this new arm. That's a long story. Straight product placement, because they made it in a comic before The Force Awakens came out.
Well, I mean, what else would he say?
Nothing. Just have the red arm.
I mean, that's a 3PO thing.
I guess.
Thing to say though. I mean, and
it's
again,
too much information. So
yeah, and there's, like you said, there's the comic that goes into more detail, which is actually a really cool story.
Have you read the comic or?
I've seen like the synopsis of it and everything. I don't think I've read it. I need to read a lot of the comics. That's what I need to do, and over the next 6 months or so is read a lot of the books and stuff. And
Christmas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man, this New Year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great holiday season here in the Midwest.
May 9th, by the way, is Detective Pikachu.
Cool.
Comes out on Thursday.
Cool.
That's weird.
Cool.
Ryan Reynolds said that this movie had the potential to be an R-rated film.
That's interesting.
Pikachu says fuck a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well,
you just did it just instinctively, and they had to just cut around it.
No, he said, him doing motion capture, he just was throwing a whole bunch of stuff, out. He could just put out hours worth of him just talking bullshit. And that's probably not going to happen. Yeah. Most likely not going to happen.
Right.
This isn't made for kids, though. This is made for us.
why is it?
Do people know that? Do people know that?
Everybody knows that.
Why would Ryan Reynolds be doing mocap? Just his face.
For his face, yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's say, I thought you were gesturing like it was full bodied, like he was Detective Pikachu. Right on. Yeah.
Mocap his
That makes
face.
sense. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. That's how...
Pikachu's so adorable.
Yeah.
Man, his eyes...
They nailed it. They fucking nailed the
Yeah.
cinematic Pikachu. I didn't think they'd be able to do Pokemon that well.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Right?
Yeah. And luckily Pikachu's a good one for that, because they figured out that the ones that don't really work that well are the scaly, slimy ones.
Charizard looks weird.
Yeah, Charizard isn't that bad for that type, but like the Bulbasaur evolutions look fucking weird and look super CG. And I can't think of his name, but because he's from a later generation, but the one who's the fucking bartender or whatever, like the tree duck looking thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, fuck, no, dude.
Damn it, I need Jacob here. He would know.
Right.
Farfetch?
No, it's a later one. Like,
What do you mean by tree-looking duck?
Bartender, tree, duck.
looking motherfucking thing.
It's literally just a really tall tree.
No, it was like, it's short and stumpy. You guys are gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about, hopefully.
Who's that Pokemon?
Wow. Nice.
What, you never saw the show?
What show?
But, like...
I'm talking about this guy.
Oh.
Oh my god, that face. Oh my god, that
Yeah.
is so good.
That guy.
Yeah, but like giving him a beard and everything, so he's not
Right.
just like a weird tree person. Like they figured out like how to make him look cute and like not creepy and everything.
I wonder if there are going to be any ghost Pokemon in this one.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, most likely.
Oh, fucking.
I
wonder-
thought
Hunter's
we
my
saw
favorite.
some in one of the
I
trailers.
always really liked Gengar.
I don't know. I don't remember. Arcanine looked awesome in there as
Yeah.
well. Oh, sweet
Eevee.
boy.
Eevee looked cool as shit,
Yeah.
too.
Sweet boy. Sweet Arcanine. Are there female Arcanines?
There'd have to be.
There's male and female. All of them.
Yeah, but it's still called Arcanine.
Well,
Yeah.
except for Nidoking and Nidoqueen.
Right.
Why do they get separate genders?
Because they're the same Pokemon with that
No,
separate.
they're not. They look different.
They're the same Pokemon that's split by gender.
Yeah. They're just oddly enough like I don't know if they're the only Pokemon because there's subtle differences in male and female Pikachu's.
Yeah.
There's like
But
stat
their
differences.
tails.
Yeah, their tail is like a heart if it's
Yeah.
a female.
And I think like Togepis have like different patterns.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably.
But they have the most outward expression of gender differentiation. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sex? Biological sex?
Yeah, but like differentiation of sexes.
Expressed secondary sexual characteristics.
There we go. And with that, we will be right back with the first word.
Welcome back to the first word.
Time
We're
travel.
first saying this right now. What? Oh my god.
Speaking of temporal confusion. Oh man. We begin with an apology to Donut from the group.
That's a good apology.
Well, not from Sarge, but you know, that's to be
His
expected.
was
Right.
the best.
He's not good at being remorseful, as he
A
mentioned.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Processing emotions. Oh man. And Donut,
Donut is the leader nobody wanted.
yeah, but they needed. Donut,
And dessert.
I understand why he's pissed at him still
I
though.
don't really say deserved. Still pissed at them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, for
They've
sure.
been dicks to him for 16 seasons. 17.
right.
Wow.
But now it's more than that. Now that he's had this awakening of his character, he hates the fact that he can't see them as they were before
Yeah.
to him.
He understands that they're big dicks now.
Yeah. They're just a bunch of big dicks.
But,
Oh, so let's let that hang for a little bit. Go on.
actually getting to see them go throughout a whole bunch of different like parts in time and change everything was super good. Fucking Sarge.
Oh my goodness.
Sarge just like deleting the blues and going, like this is the best, and then going,
I'm not alive.
yeah, going back, doing it again and again and again. That was perfect.
Fucking Simmons and Griff in the background of that scene. Sarge just like talking to himself out loud. Not making any goddamn sense.
What else happened in that last episode? Who else, like where else did people go in the little time travel escapades?
They went to Chorus during the first fight with Locust.
That was
That's-
the previous episode.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. That didn't go how I expected. Where did Caboose go?
Where did Caboose go?
Where did Caboose go?
Do you know? Let us know. We won't know in time though, so.
Yeah, let us know. Like and subscribe. I'm sorry. I can't think of where anybody else went
Yeah.
right now. I've just lost it all.
Because my mind is just.
In the end, it didn't really
Chorus.
matter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did
fine.
Washington,
Yeah.
Carolina do their thing in the last episode, or was that the?
There was this last one, and that was a tearjerker
That
moment.
was holy shit.
Straight said I love you.
Yeah. They love each other.
Man, this last episode, the beginning of it
Which
did
one's
not...
gonna die for the Soul Stone? You think?
Oh, it's gonna-
Wash.
It seems like one.
Nah, it's going to
Yeah.
be Carolina.
Yeah, it's
Carolina's going to end up sacrificing herself, and
Right.
Wash is going to be okay.
Yeah. Let me go.
Again. Kidney shot. No, the beginning of this latest episode like did not go how I expected it to at all. I'm really proud of Tucker
Yeah.
for not just immediately shooting fucking Felix.
Yeah.
Super proud.
And he's relearning the lesson that he learned
Yeah.
on Chorus,
Yeah. He had to go back to course to figure it out.
which they did a lot to explain how he's been acting
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
It's it's a good bit of, and Miles helped write this episode. It's a good bit of, what I'm looking for, not redemption, but
Redemption.
retconning in a way of fixing some of the problems with the writing of Tucker these last few seasons.
Yeah.
I think it was done well, and well in a way that also frames of like, okay, like, Donut is the character going through this arc right now. Like even cementing that even more like through Tucker's eyes of like, oh wow, like Donut's been the one to actually like take charge and take leadership like I'm supposed to be doing. So hopefully we see a new resolve from Tucker going forward these last few episodes.
I like how he was able to show a little acceptance and appreciation for Donut just for a split second. He's like, good job, man.
Yeah, take it, you angsty bitch.
Yeah. Just immediately he flipped on it.
Take a compliment. Man, and then Sarge walking up and just like, what happens whenever things just start, like fading in and out and getting real fuzzy? It's like, that means you caused a paradox. Oh, well, I'm just going to go over here and take care of this thing that has absolutely nothing to do with this.
What do you think
should
we
build
did
a
to
water
cause that
slide.
paradox?
Probably murdered Caboose.
Was the blues thing?
What? No, I mean, maybe. No, I don't think that would have caused a paradox, because that's what he's supposed to do.
Right.
But maybe he did something
Afterward?
in conjunction with that. Like, fucked it up.
Maybe murdered Tex once or twice,
Possibly.
just because he could.
Speaking of when they did
Could he,
murder
though?
Tex. Speaking of when they did murder Tex.
When?
Well, they blew her up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Donut blew her up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 points, you candy.
Oh, fucking
bitch.
Huggins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huggins being
The
back.
reunion. Oh my god. I love that moment where Griff is just so happy to see her, whatever. And it's a way of a light. What's her pronoun? What's its pronoun? What's his there? Them?
It's a light particle.
Yeah.
I think
It's straight information. That's all it is.
it's a she. I think waves are she and particles are he's. I had
But
backwards
light
now.
is a particle and a wave.
Exactly.
Oh man. All right.
I mean, her parents
They're
call
probably-
her their daughter.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so light is gendered.
Wow.
And she has a brother who's also a light particle.
Yeah. that's very
Which
true.
also he was framed as not her brother in the last
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Is that just like a reveal we're getting now, or is that a rewrite? I wonder.
I don't know. They kept it vague enough.
Yeah.
That's possible either way. I don't know, but I love Huggins.
Oh, me too.
She's adorable.
I wonder if we'll get any more of her.
I'm sure.
She's probably going to be the Deus Ex Machina that helps them get out of how this episode ended. Helping them move forward,
How
because
many
they're stuck.
more episodes do we have?
3, I think.
Okay.
I wonder how this moment feels for the end of this episode. I wonder how it feels for Carolina and Washington to be back stuck in their armor, not moving again.
Yeah,
or if it
right.
even feels the same. Because Genkins was straight up like, what's that weird feeling? Oh, that's right, it's you not breathing.
Yeah.
Like,
How did?
how did he do it?
No, why did Krovos not
See that coming?
see that coming?
Because she's desperate.
She had no other choice, truly.
Right. But this isn't a forward move for her. Also, why did Gankins tell her that that's what he was going to do?
Wait, which one?
She couldn't take the power back.
Yeah, it was after he had already taken the power from her.
Yeah.
Right. Why did he tell her?
Just because he's a
He could.
boastful bitch.
Right.
Right, but then
he's
that-
your classic maniacal fucking monologuing villain.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Scooby-Doo villain.
Yeah.
He would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those pesky
Definitely.
reds and blues.
Right.
Well, he's getting away with it right now.
Despite
won't,
those
though.
pesky reds and
Yeah.
blues.
He won't get away with it.
He's gonna his idea of having people with butts for faces and faces for butts is gonna come to fruition. He said something about the Cyclops
Yeah.
in in this episode.
He was just saying that gods can't kill Shiznos, but they can send things that can kill Shiznos.
Yeah.
Which should have been obvious to Krovos, right?
Right.
Because that's the whole point of
No.
him being able to suck their power up.
Yeah.
Why not be sending things to kill them?
No, I mean, why would Krovos not realize that that's what Gankins was going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. She risked it to get the biscuit.
This is like a timeless being with like eons of knowledge and understanding.
She should know that one of her children will betray her.
One of you at this table.
Why is he going to release her?
Because she's weak and she's not going to be able to do anything about it. Afterwards,
even
he'll
know
probably
that
kill her
he-
once he's done.
Yeah.
I would just leave
That's
her
what
like
I'd
that.
do.
I think
We're just gonna.
I think Krovos is going to give like whatever like her life energy or
To
whatever
Donut.
to Donut. Yep.
Give
Donut's
the
gonna be
end
the fucking Time Lord.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. New season of Doctor Who coming BBC 2 this fall.
A donut hole in time.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean? Of course.
A donut hole in time.
Yes.
Someone's going to eat it.
That's the perfect thing.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm good. I like it.
Yeah, it can't happen now, otherwise it'll create a paradox.
Right.
So many paradoxes. Actually, none now.
At least I didn't say glazed donut hole in time.
And that's the first word. All right, welcome back. With all this talk of Sonic and Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, and the Super Mario movie coming out eventually, whenever that happens, I thought it'd be fun to roundtable a Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
Because the table's
It was round.
I refuse to get it. So what do you mean by that?
Well, without knowing anything about these movies other than the trailers for Detective Pikachu and the slight teaser we've gotten for Sonic, and just knowing that they're making a Mario movie, having no idea what that's going to be, pitch how we get to, say, a Super Smash Brothers movie.
Oh shit, man. Okay.
Oh, shit, man.
I think we're gonna gear up for a first phase, like Avengers type movie with Smash Brothers, wherein
Mario, the first brother.
wherein Wario is working for Master Hand in the way that Loki is working for. Yeah,
Master Hand's just a pawn, though.
it's a portion of.
That big thing.
Yeah.
That one weird
What the
fucking,
fuck is its
I
name?
don't know.
Oh my
fucking
God.
grossness.
What is its name? It's like a
Elysium. Jay and Silent Bob.
Glycine?
Glycia.
Gliss?
Glucose. High glucose corn syrup.
Yeah, one high glucose corn syrup. Like fractions off into Master Hands.
Yeah,
It's like
and Crazy Hand and
Right,
Super
right,
Crazy
right.
Master Hand.
Right. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be like Master Hand manipulating Wario in the first one.
Wario's not in the first.
True,
Oh, that is true.
that is true, but we're already getting Sonic. So we're getting some,
Right, yeah, right.
you know, you can't just read the Avengers comics and be like, oh, I know what's going to happen. Like things are going to change up a little bit here.
Yeah.
You can't just.
I think I would rather see like Ganon or Bowser be the main bad.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Or both.
I like it being.
Yeah, but we don't care.
I mean, obviously, Bowser could be like your Hulk character.
Whole character?
Hulk character.
He's not a good guy. No one.
No, he's not, but
Hulk's a good guy.
not really at first.
I think Donkey Kong is your Hulk character.
That's better. It's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just pissed off about his bananas at first.
What if like you just straight up did the storyline from Smash Bros? Because that's kind of what you were describing.
Sort of.
Multi-man melee.
Because it's like,
Does the first one have a story other than?
No, it has a campaign.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to fight Metal Mario at some point. Mario versus Metal Mario, gonna be great.
Oh damn, we could have that be like the first Avenger Mario.
Yeah, see, that's what I said. The first brother. Brother.
First brother.
You have a pitch, Goose? Did you hear the one actually read it apparently?
What did you read?
He sent a message in the Slack saying that we're going to be talking about the new cinematic universe.
Oh,
See, whenever I read it, I thought you meant like what other Phase 1 games, not specifically Super Mario Bros.
Oh, I mean, just in general, like,
Because I want a Kirby movie.
okay.
Yeah.
what are we gonna do with a Kirby movie?
I'm going to love it.
Yeah.
That's what Serena's gonna do with
She's
it.
gonna love it.
Or like
could make
Legend
a
of
Kirby
Zelda.
movie.
Yeah,
I feel like it could be
a
good.
good Lars movie would be cool. Depends on what time period you take Link. Well, like all of them. Or like what Ganon are we getting? What Link are we getting? What Zelda are we getting?
Right. I think I'd like to see in the Mario movie. I want it to be some kind of amalgamation of the original Mario Brothers and 64 in some way. And I wanted to end with him jumping into a painting and ending up in, say, Hyrule or fucking Metroid World or somewhere.
Oh shit.
Space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
space.
a Metroid movie would be so good.
See,
Yeah.
a Metro movie would be good.
Metroid needs a hard R.
Yeah. Reboot.
Rubik's Cube. Robust.
What are you saying?
This movie is rated robust.
Like a rating, hard R?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think I
I
meant?
thought you meant like a reboot.
Oh,
Which
no.
it's not a reboot if you've never made a movie before.
Right.
I was like, hang on. Have they made a movie?
They
No.
have fan movies on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's one really good one.
What's it called?
Metroid.
Dude, if they made Metroid Prime a movie, I'd watch
yeah.
that shit.
Yep. Yep.
Dark
Star Fox movie,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
definitely.
They could cross over pretty easily.
Ooh, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy styled
Yes.
styled. What are they called?
Fucking this.
Clan McLeod.
Yeah. Although, I think Mario and Zelda, and maybe Kirby, I'm not sure, is like, 'cause I know Kirby can get fucking weird with shit, but I think that is the easiest to, like, jump into. If the Smash Bros. Movie was some kind of, like, if you can put a narrative to the original campaign of, like, hopping from universe to universe or something, then I think that, like, the paintings or warp pipes of Mario and just the general, like, magic aesthetic and everything of Zelda lends itself to that. How you get, like, Donkey Kong and Samus and Star Fox into that whole mix is, I think, where it gets interesting. Like, or like each one could grab one. Like Mario could go through a portal of some kind and end up on, like, with Metroid, like Samus, because we've already seen that kind of that trope play out, and it's a lot of fun in Wreck-It Ralph, having the plucky, like, arcade hero and the rugged fucking space marine fucking on a team together. Mario fucking falling for Samus over Peach would be great.
Hilarious. He like realizes at some point that it's a lady.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he knows from the beginning.
I have a feeling
That
she
ass.
hides her gender.
Not from Mario.
I have a feeling Mario's a huge misogynist,
Yeah.
and like he's not going to assume by any means.
So I was
that-
thinking it was going to be along the lines of like Mulan, whenever suddenly it's revealed that she's a female. And he's like, oh, it makes sense.
Maybe she goes for Luigi instead of Mario.
That
That's
would
a
make
smart
sense.
thing to do.
Yeah.
It's an opinion.
He's the better
Do you
brother.
hate Luigi?
Talk about opinions. What?
Do you hate Luigi?
No, I don't. Green shirts. I don't hate him. I just don't care about him.
I don't care about Luigi.
He's overhyped.
He's player 2, motherfucker.
Yeah.
How is he overhyped?
Oh no, I'm just like nowadays. Back then, no, not as much. He was just player 2.
You know who's getting a lot? Waluigi.
Waluigi is way overhyped.
Yeah,
I just want to see him in the background of a random movie just trying to play tennis.
Yes.
That's all
That's
he
all he
gets.
wanted to do.
He needs like 2 seconds in, like fucking like he's just sitting there playing. He looks dead at a camera, and he's just like starts wah running up to it, and he just gets hit with an anvil. That's the only time you see him in the movie.
He's the Borat of Nintendo characters. Like,
the
it's
way
a
he
good shtick,
looks.
but it does not
I bet you he
age well.
smells bad. Just Waluigi's terrible.
I love Waluigi.
I bet you do. I bet
He
you
just wants to
fucking do.
party.
He does just want to party and have a weird mustache.
Wow, I want to party.
He's like
He just randomly shows up in
it's like Vincent Price meets
We
Borat.
Play.
That's who Waluigi is.
What?
He just like randomly shows up in We Play to play tennis, and he's in like 2 more party games, and then they
It's
forget him.
I just don't understand why people want him to have his own game so bad, or
I don't
why
want him
they.
to have his own game.
I'd rather him have his own game than be in fucking Smash Brothers.
Why?
Because then you can actually do something with him.
You could do something. You
No,
can,
but right now, what does he have as far as like he has sports games and party games? Like he has no defining characteristics besides like a tennis racket and shit. He needs his own. If he's going to be in something like Smash, he needs his own game to give him some distinguishing
they could
characteristics.
just give him something.
Well, look at Peach. Peach has a tennis racket. Like she has things from
She's
the
a
party
frying
games.
pan.
Yeah, but that's because she's a woman.
No, that's from Legend of the Seven Stars.
I was like looking at the camera to Zach.
Jesus. No, that's a reference to Legend of the Seven Stars.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And she has a golf club from another party game.
Right.
That she's
okay.
but she's
what
also
I'm, what I'm saying
she's
is,
also able to do the little floaty thing from. It's not in there.
you could adapt. You could adapt him. You know how like Wario has
Super
his
Mario Brothers
fart.
too.
Thank you.
It was in there.
Waluigi
Just
had
not
a
for
belch,
you.
maybe. Maybe he rides a fucking scooter, like in Mario Kart.
I'm hating all of this. He doesn't ride a scooter in Mario Kart. He
He
drives a
could.
cart.
Anybody can drive a scooter.
A motorcycle.
No, there's scooters too.
No, there's not.
Yes, there are.
Scooters you have to push with your leg. There's no way they go fast enough.
There are fucking motorized scooters. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is it wrong for me to just
Okay.
want a Super Wario Brothers game?
Yes, that is perfect. I would love that.
Yep, there we go. That would be good. Instead of everything no one's been saying.
Whatever, man. That works.
Like
If they can make Piranha Plant a compelling character,
Yeah, but Piranha Plant's been around like for a long time and he's awesome.
Waluigi's been around for a long time and it's awesome.
Not that.
not that long.
Whatever, man. It's not. He's been around more than a lot of the characters that they use.
You don't even play
Yeah, but he doesn't have his
Waluigi
own
in Super
game.
Mario Bros.
Like any of the most of the other characters have their own game that they're in. Name one that doesn't.
Piranha Plant.
Piranha Plant has a game that he's
It's
in.
not
It's not his
own.
game.
But he's
That's the point
But-
you're making.
Mario is not.
Mario's the
Piranha
sideline character.
But
Piranha
he-
Plant's the real deal.
But you've seen Piranha Plant in enough games.
You know what he do.
Exactly, enough action-oriented games where you see what he does beyond just
You could
parties and stuff.
You could easily adapt.
Wario?
You didn't know
He
what
has
Mario would
multiple
do.
games.
Yeah, you do. There's been
He has-
fucking
he has,
half
like,
a
yeah.
dozen games.
But- Yeah.
Right, but he doesn't like have fight mechanics.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
He jumps and he throws fireballs.
No, he's also like the motors that Wario doesn't throw fireballs.
No, I'm talking about in the time between.
Mario? Are you talking about Mario now?
Yeah.
In 64
comparison-
Mario, what like doing all of his moves and jazz and whatnot.
Yeah, but he doesn't fight. He doesn't like punch things. He just jumps on them.
He punches.
But I mean,
When does he punch?
Can you
everybody,
not punch as Mario?
There's no
everybody punches. I'm not worried about punches. Punches aren't what make fucking Smash interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. You can adapt the character based on how you know them, how he moves.
You don't know Waluigi.
You could that just gives him more
And he
freedom
walks like
to
a
design
stupid
it.
fuck that doesn't know how to move his knees.
All right, well,
What if the
Piranha
ice
Plant has never
pickers
jumped,
are?
but you can conceive of how.
What about an ice pick?
The Ice Children? What are they
Oh,
called?
Ice Climbers.
Ice
What are
climbers.
they in?
They're from like an
Climbers.
original NES game called Ice Climbers.
Okay.
That sounded way more dickish than I wanted it to be, I swear.
It was way bigger in Japan. I don't know if it even got ported here.
Trying to think, yep. I mean, Duck Hunt, the dog, and the bird.
Right.
That's just
one game. That's one NES game.
That's them being
that they
super
came
creative, too.
Yeah,
about it.
exactly.
Yeah, but Waluigi is boring, and there's nothing fun about him.
And
You could make it fun, is what I'm saying.
No, you
could sell-
can't.
Yes, you can. Why not?
Just a bad idea.
It's not, though. It's
Obviously
really
it is,
not.
because he's still not in a game.
He's not in it because of politics. No, he's not in it because they just decided not to. There's fucking 5 Fire Emblem characters,
Yep.
maybe 6.
They're easier to make, easier to work with.
Yeah, they're all the same too.
No, they're not.
They're all
The Wii
packed
Trainer
together.
throws
Yes, they
like
are.
weird
They
power balls in Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wii Trainer like shoots a sun energy.
And all she does is teach you how to do yoga and then
Right.
Wii Fit.
Well, all she does are like yoga,
Yoga
moves.
moves, I know.
So,
Yeah, and all of her moves are based off of yoga moves from her game.
right.
Not her game.
It is totally her game. She's the one, her and the other version that you're able to play as, which is the dude, are the people who run it and do all the yoga moves for you. They're who you watch.
In Wii Fit, you play as your own me. You just watch them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in the single.
It's their game.
The only time they ever show up is when they're instructing you on how to do like training stuff. The
Yeah.
only
We're
time the
missing the point
actual
here.
games is your
We're
me.
gonna be spinning this train for a long time.
There's something to be on agreement that Waluigi is useless fucking scrap.
Whatever. You're biased. You just want to hate on Waluigi.
You just want to love him.
What's so wrong with that?
That's my baseline though. I like all these characters. Fucking, if Boo was in there, that'd be cool with me. If Shy Guy was in there, that'd be cool with me.
I agree with both of those because I think both of those are different and can be
What's
done to
Mickey Mario?
interesting effects.
Shy Guy walks across the screen. That's all he does.
No, he's had his little like propeller little thing that you that you
Right,
can
but
see.
those are
They have ones of
adaptations.
him with spears in Yoshi's Island.
That's true, but you could just put a spear in Waluigi's hand if that's your.
But why? We've never had Waluigi with a goddamn spear, Nolan.
We might have.
Yeah, if they would make a fucking game with Waluigi in it, sure.
Even though he doesn't fucking deserve
You're
one.
right, Zach. They should release a Waluigi game and put him in Smash.
I'd be okay with that.
All
Breath
right,
of the
fine.
Wild.
Breath of the Wild. There's a part in Breath of the Wild where you have to like hang glide down. I just hear him going, "Wah!"
All right, bring that one in there too.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
That's from a meme.
I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, Waluigi's trash.
He's not.
Straight garbage. There's nothing good about it.
God,
He can't walk. He can't even walk right.
none of them can walk right.
He walks.
They're
like,
not humans.
He walks like this, like with his knees.
How does
straight
Wario
bent.
walk?
Huh?
Like a fucking psychopath.
But I
Right after this diabetes shot.
He doesn't even move his knees. They're just straight at
If
all
you're okay
times.
with Wario, you should be okay with Waluigi.
I love Wario.
Yeah,
I played Wario in every Mario Party and Mario Kart since
Right,
the
but
first one.
Wario just appeared out of nothing.
No, he farted into existence.
Sure.
no, Waluigi just appeared out of nothing.
He first appeared in what, a tennis game?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what
Because
did
they needed to have
Wario
a
first
teammate.
appear in?
Super Mario Land 2. He was actually a villain,
really?
and then yes, and then he got his own game series.
I thought-
Wario's had a shit ton of his own games where
That's right.
Stupid
Yeah.
bitch.
Wait, Super Mario Land 2? Like the Game Boy one? Oh, okay, alright, yeah.
But
That's fair. No, that's fair.
for a point of agreement, I do think like in the style of the new Super Mario Brothers games, where it's like co-op and everything.
His
I
legs
think,
wouldn't last in those speed marathons. Go
Why?
ahead.
He would run more effectively than anybody.
No, he wouldn't,
Why wouldn't he?
because he can't bend his legs.
Yes, he can.
No, he
He
can't.
decides not to. Also, that would that would help you run faster potentially.
You know how tall he would be if he
He
straightened his
actually
legs
has
out?
like really good jumping in Smash.
How do you know that? Because
He's a
he's an assist trophy. Wah! Yeah, just stupid.
but anyway, I think,
Stomps him into his ground with his leg that has no power whatsoever.
I think the like the sabotage mechanic of the new. If you play the new Super Mario Brothers games, and you play co-op with people, like there's just. It's almost impossible not to fuck people up whenever you're like all on the screen together.
Yeah, because you're like bouncing on each other's heads and shit.
And doing that with like Wario and Waluigi and like stealing treasure from people and everything and like making that part of the game would be a lot of fun to play around with.
I'd rather see Rayman come in than fucking Waluigi.
Wow. Ugh, no.
We were good.
Yeah, Aaron just wants to see everything burn tonight.
God damn. Fucking whatever, man.
What? Do you not like Rayman?
No, I like Rayman fine, but why?
Because he's cooler.
It's not a fucking
What was his
Nintendo
buddy's
character.
name?
What?
His buddy? He looked like an eggplant?
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name. I just recently played the 4-player co-op game from them.
Oh, I have it on Game Boy.
Like and subscribe.
It's super good.
What?
It's a weird thing to say. Just saying, man, I just ate this cold bagel. Like and subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Food reviews, that's essentially.
Yeah, Waluigi's a piece of shit. Like and subscribe.
No.
You telling them not to like
I don't
and subscribe?
understand. I don't understand the contempt. I get like being like, oh, I don't care that much about Waluigi. I don't
He
understand
looks
the contempt.
bad.
Bye.